all basically as a player. He has seen it all as a coach. He has been in different dressing rooms that have won titles. So maybe that's just what Chelsea needs.
Is he the right man, Dola? Sababu wamesema in Alonso we trust.
It's quite
kama kawaida wakapiga ile kelele yao Chelsea nini the Blues.
It's quite debatable because, as I said before, coaching is a risk, and at the moment there are not so many top managers or coaches in the world, and that's exactly why you'll see the likes of Man City are reluctant to let Pep Guardiola leave. That's the reason why France maybe don't want Julian Nagelsmann to leave that coaching role. It's because there are not so very many top managers in the world. And also that's the reason why Real Madrid are now going in back to basics and getting back Jose Mourinho, because Mourinho may not have won the Champions League with Madrid, but he set the foundation for what came in years later, that success under Ancelotti as well as Zinedine Zidane, that three-peat. So Alonso coming in at Chelsea is good for him. Is a good manager, a young manager for that matter. When it comes to as a coach, he won the league with the Leverkusen in what was maybe many people didn't quite expect him to achieve that feat. But you have to ask yourself, is he the right man for the Chelsea project? You may be the right coach, but are you the right man for the project? Because Chelsea have now gone in, and their transfer strategy is settling in at more of what we call a morphing in football finance, getting players that you can now split their payment period over 8-7 years or so. Now try to cut that wage bill, try to balance the books. Then the reality is you cannot get so many quality players with that approach. So if you continue signing maybe the likes of Garnacho, the likes of Estevao, young players, they have the potential, but can they be able to compete at the highest level? That would be the question. So Alonso has a tough job at hand. There is a possibility that Chelsea will be playing only one competition next season. So
that might help him.
That might help him, but then it may also pile pressure on him, especially if Todd Boehly and Egbali spend in the transfer market.
I think I would want to differ with my friend Dola a little bit with what he is said about the market not having so many good coaches. That is why Chelsea went for Alonso. I think they went for Alonso because if you look at the options that they had Andoni Raiola, who announced that he'll be leaving Bournemouth by the end of the season. They had Marco Silva, who's at Fulham, who's a very good coach. We've seen him also at Watford. In the EPL, they had Felipe Luis, who left the Brazilian side from Fluminense, who's also a very good coach. I think they went for Alonso because if you look at the options that they had, Alonso's CV was the best CV, not only just as a player, but also as a manager. We've seen what he did in the Bundesliga with Leverkusen. He won with the Leverkusen, came to Madrid, played 34 matches, won 24 matches, which is a very good record. And if I should add to what Nyash said, he wasn't fired at Madrid because of results. He was fired because of the dressing room. And talking about the dressing room, him coming to Chelsea, I think he's been given some power by the owners, that when it comes to the Chelsea dressing room, any big ego that is inside that dressing room, they need to sort it out as soon as possible, because the minute Alonso steps into that building, then things will be different. So I feel like he is the perfect fit for them. Alonso is going to, if they back him in the market and get him the right players, then next season we should expect Chelsea to compete with some of the top teams. And to add to that, a big loss for Liverpool, because I felt like Alonso would have been exactly, he would have been a perfect fit for Liverpool. But again, Liverpool announced that there wasn't a vacancy. They said that they are going to stick with Arne Slot, and we've seen one of their best players throw Arne Slot under the bus and talk about Liverpool really needs to get back to the ways he was trying to talk to Arne Slot, but not directly.
Yeah.
But I feel like Alonso would have been a perfect fit for Liverpool. But again, I won't take anything away from Chelsea. He's going to do his job at Chelsea, and we wish him all the best.
Speaking of coaches and the United opposition, Manchester United seem to have gotten it right.
Yeah.
When it comes to naming Michael Carrick
Yeah.
as the head coach. It
Yeah.
took Manchester United when Manchester United, I can say they were in shambles, though they were number 6.
Yeah.
Amorim was struggling with the dressing room. But akachukua, now United will be finishing third.
Yeah.
Number three. Are
And
they
they are
getting it
making
right?
manage, yeah.
It's Magic and Carrick.
Yeah, it seems to be working for Carrick. We have seen it before with Manchester United, though. I think when they named Ole as a manager, but they never got to be in those levels. Carrick has done a tremendous job. I think he has only lost twice since he joined, played quite a number of matches. So you'd understand why they're naming him the coach. What you'd not know, though, is, or what maybe someone can ask, or the only questions or holes that can be poked in this, is the fact that he has been playing one match in 2 weeks. So when you're playing one match in 2 weeks, you can walk away with almost anything. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but it will be very different when now you're in the Champions League, now you're in the league, and now you are, of course, playing maybe the Carabao Cup, and you're fighting in three fronts, and you have to do that in a span of a week. So it's a bit different for Carrick. Then when that time comes, we'll only have to wait and see, because they have not seen him tested this time around. I don't think he has coached in 2 competitions. He hasn't at all. It's just been the league. So when it comes to next season, then there's the league, the Champions League, which we are in, then we'll see now a proper test to Carrick. But with all that being said and done, you can't take away from the fact that he has done well, and he has won the right to become the permanent manager.
Michael Carrick.
Yeah, Michael Carrick brings